So you're a recent graduate, or you're looking to apply for a job, or maybe you're just tired with your current position and you want to advance to the next level? Well, in today's video, I have a great idea for you to get that right job that you solely deserve. It's about time that people start noticing you and the things that you have accomplished. This is Hassan. I'm a mental health clinical counselor and a PhD prospective student, and in today's video, I want to give you a couple of shots or a couple of ideas that will rock your career upside down. This is something you're interested? Then stick around. Today, I want to give you guys something extraordinary. I recently graduated from my master's degree program in clinical mental health counseling, and I started my PhD program in industrial organizational counseling. But I thought in order for me to build a solid foundation, I need to have a right job to practice my skill and see where I can take it. So after graduating, I grabbed my little phone, I fixed up my resume, made it perfect, and I went to Indeed.com, I went to Monsters.com, I went to LinkedIn, and I built up my application. And inside of their website, I spent a lot of time perfecting my resume based on their question and answers and tried to make it as beautiful as possible. And then I went at it. I sat down, opened my program or app, just like I'm doing right now, and I said, bam, bam, bam. There you go. One more. I just applied into 3 positions on Indeed.com. Let's apply to somewhere else. Let's go to LinkedIn and let's apply for a job in LinkedIn. LinkedIn open. There you go. Easy apply. One more job. Easy apply. Guess what? I just applied into 7 positions spread around 2 applications. Outstanding. But no, here's the mistake that you're making. You're relying on these applications. And these are horrible. Imagine, think about this. In just 2 seconds, I applied for 7 positions. Am I the only one who's looking for a job? Are you the only one who wants to advance your career or looking for a job? No, there are hundreds of thousands of other people, millions of people if you count people who are applying for position from overseas to come to United States and get their visa. And you are not alone. And they're using the same type of applications. And they're applying for hundreds of positions throughout the day. Yeah, hundreds of positions. And recruiters, they receive millions of applications a month for a single job opening that requires 1 or 2 people. So what is the likelihood of you getting that position? Now, I'm not saying these applications are a waste of time. No, indeed, these are outstanding. Applications such as LinkedIn helps you connect with people. Applications such as Indeed helps you see price ranges of different categories of careers. Applications like Monsters will allow you to connect with different companies. And they're great, they're outstanding. But there's a flaw. And the flaw that they have is that people can apply for jobs in less than a second. And recruiters, they get overwhelmed. And if I'm a company and if I get thousands, millions of people applying for that single position, chances are I'm not gonna go through everybody's resume and see what they have done and what they haven't done. So the trick is, first and foremost, finding a job 101. Go to your phone, open Google Map. I recently graduated from mental health counseling and I'm getting my PhD in industrial organizational psychology. The job that I'm looking for is related to mental health. So I'm gonna open my phone, go to Map and search for mental health and then press enter. Then I'll be greeted with thousands of little companies, big companies, maybe just shops, 1-person people just running their own business that are around me. And what I'm gonna do is send them a message, give them a call, and say, hey, this is Hassan. I recently graduated from so-and-so college and I'm interested in finding a position or applying for a position with you guys. Are you guys offering any position or are you guys applying at this time? If yes, I will love to send you my resume. If no, is it okay if I send my resume to you for you to look over it in case you have a job opening? And then I get their personal email address and I send them my resume. This way, it's finding a job 101. Imagine back in the days, people used to go out, meet people. Now there's middleman. Why should I trust that middleman to present my information to the person that I want to work for? Another trick that you can do, let's say you want to apply for Amazon, a position at Amazon, and you want to work for them. Outstanding. You could go to Indeed and type in Amazon at the keyword on the top and then just apply right there and then through that website and put in your application, put in your resume. Great. But that's not good because millions of other people are doing the same thing. So what can you do to stand out? You could use their own company's website. Go to Google, type Amazon career near me. Amazon careers in Alexandria, Amazon career in DC, whatever city you're looking for. Once you do that, you'll be greeted to their own website. And you can go inside of their website, create an account. Companies love this. Create an account and apply there. This is the best way that you can be noticed because it takes time and not millions of people shotgun application 24/7 and giving it to them. This is just selected people. Getting rich, getting successful is not about doing things fast. It's about doing things smart. So you want to do it smart. Next thing that you need to do, this is also really important. When you're submitting those applications, don't just make one application and submit to hundreds of people. That's the worst thing that you can do. Nowadays, recruiters and companies, they look for people with certain criteria. Especially now that we've been hit with the pandemic, people are looking for jobs more often. And companies, they have more options to choose from. So next time you want to apply for a position, here's what you need to do. Let's say, for example, I am looking for a job in consulting. And I have my resume right here built out perfectly. Do I just send in my resume? Yeah, of course I could just send in my resume with the things that I have put in there. But is it the things that recruiter or that company is looking for? Probably not. Two things you need to do. Go inside of that job opening responsibility section. And every job, they have a responsibility section that what are you responsible of? Read that responsibility and see if it matches the thing in your resume. If it does, outstanding. If it doesn't, adjust your resume to show off how great you are. And if you don't have experience with those responsibilities, write a CV, cover letter. Once you write that cover letter and apply for that position, apply for that job, then people can really see who you are. And let's say you've done that, you've done everything, then secret weapon. I'm applying for a consulting position. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go to google.com and I'm gonna say consulting career resume keyword or just consulting resume keyword. And then I'll be hit with thousands of websites that inside each one of them, they have different keywords that are linked to that position. Once I have that keywords, I'm gonna grab them out, take them out of that website, and I'm gonna place them between my experiences. Leadership, teamwork, collaboration, things like that. I have collaborated on this project with teams I manage, doesn't matter. Depending on the career that you apply, each career, each position has different keywords that you could implement. And the best way to do it is to take your time. It's not about doing it as fast as possible. It's about doing it as efficient as possible. And as long as you're efficient with it and you do things right, don't overwhelm them, then you're a winner. And once you use their own website, they're more likely. Now, I mentioned websites such as Indeed, LinkedIn, Monsters, websites like these are not bad. Let's say you can't find a job with Google and your map, then use Indeed. Go inside, use LinkedIn, go connect with people. And once you did, look out for those jobs that they offer. And once you find a job that you see desirable, then it's easy. Just go to their website. You see a job at, I don't know, at local shop. Let's say Stop and Shop offers a job for a managerial position. Then go to stopandshop.com and do it there. Apply there. It's all about taking your time. Yes, back then, in an hour, you would have been up to apply for thousands of jobs. And with this method, with this strategy, you can only apply for 1 or 2 jobs a day. But this is proven success. This will get you noticed. This will show you off. And then there is one a special trick that you can do. You ready for this? Check this out. Now, before I give you that, let me back up for a second. Let me tell you this. After graduating from my program, like I mentioned, I was looking for a position. So in one day, I sat down and I said, I'm gonna create the perfect resume. I went through Indeed, I went through USA Jobs, I went through LinkedIn, I went through different websites, and I created perfect, beautiful accounts, everything laid out, and I was done. Once I was done, I started applying. And I applied on one day about 250 positions. Out of those 250 positions, only 50 reached back to me. And those 50 that reached back, they were all scam. Now 50, I'm rounding it up, it was actually 46, but let's say 50. Those 46 positions were scam. They were like solar system, they were door-to-door salesman, insurance, things like this. Those jobs are scam. Don't get fooled. They say, oh, $200,000 a year, $50,000 to $200,000 a year. These are scam. These are just pay by commission, and those it's horrible. Different video. I'm not gonna go through that too. But then a week passed, and I said, and then the rest of 200 people, I never heard back from them. And then a week passed, and I applied again to 4 positions. Just going through their website, calling them, doing things like that, just like I mentioned. Out of those 4 people that I sent, 3 responded. 1 hasn't responded, but I'm gonna go over that too. The first one that responded said, I would like to set a time with you to sit down and talk. I said, outstanding. The second one said, I do not hire at this time. So I said, no problem. I sent them a thank you letter and I said, thank you for considering my application. I appreciate it. In case you were hiring, here's my resume. And once more, I appreciate your time. And the other one said that we will get back to you as soon as possible. I don't remember the exact email, but the last one didn't respond. Now, here's a trick. First and foremost, I like my odds on applying into 4 positions that I know are actual position and my resume is being seen than applying to 250 jobs and not knowing what the hell will happen with those jobs. And then that one person that didn't respond, I use something called Newton web email application on my iPhone. Now there is thousands of other mail applications out there. But these type of mail application stand out because they do one thing. And that thing is that they will send you notification every time someone opens your mail. This is the key. This is really important. First of all, this application that I have is just $30 a year. Not that much. But what it does is that it lets you know when they open your application, what device they used, and what location they were when they opened that email that you sent out. So that one person that hasn't responded to me, I know they haven't opened their mail because I haven't got any notification that they received my email. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna give them another week. And after that week passed and I see they haven't opened my email, then I'm gonna send them a follow-up email, because now I know there is something wrong with my application, with my email, that they haven't opened it. So I'm gonna change the title of my email and I'm gonna send them a brand new email, or I'm gonna reply to that email and say, hey, this is Hassan. I recently sent you guys my resume. I will love to work with you guys. Blah, 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 blah. Send. And then I'll wait to see if they respond. If they opened my email and they ignored me, then ignore it. That's all right. Move on. If they didn't open my email, then I'm going to go to their website, give them a call, or go to their address, find their phone number, give them a call and say, hey, can I speak to a manager? Hi, this is so-and-so. I recently sent you an email regarding of seeing if you guys have any available position. I haven't heard back. I was wondering if you guys had received my email or if you guys are hiring at this time or not. Building connection. Cutting that middleman, getting straight in front of the company instead of getting straight in front of recruiters who will send you to companies, who will refer you to different people. Stand out. Once you want to do something, put your head into it and stand out, because guess what? You have all the qualification. You are an outstanding person. The only thing that you are missing is the right tools in order to reach your dream. And once you have that tools in your hand, you're all set. You could do whatever you want to do. With a single Swiss Army knife, you could survive. But the only way you can survive is to reach into your pocket, get that Swiss Army knife, and do the things that you have to do in order to survive. But if you just put it aside, or if you just leave it in your pocket, it's not a survival tool. It's not gonna do you any good. So, make that change, make that difference, stand out, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.